actual information. But to store strings, we use a class called string. Now, string is not the only class. Basically, we have a class called a string builder class. We have a string buffer class. There are multiple classes in Java which can be used to store strings. All right. I think I got disconnected for a few seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, I got disconnected. Yeah. Okay, so basically already we have inbuilt classes called string builder class and string buffer classes, but we are not going to do these. These are not in our syllabus. In our syllabus, we have only the class called string, and we'll learn about string class now. Now you have understood now what string data looks like. Okay. Now let's understand what string class looks like and how does it behave. Now to create a string object, string is a class, naturally we will create an object. So how do we create an object? We create an object like this. There is another way of doing it. I can say string b is equal to hello. Have you understood what these two, how can we create objects of string class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
String
B, you are creating an object.
Yes, string B also we are creating an object. So this is how, these are the two ways. One is the standard way. This is how we normally created our objects. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Okay. And this is the new way of creating a string class. And you will see that there are a number of classes which use this kind of a behavior also. Now,
Excuse me.
yes, beta.
Sir, why have we written hello in the double? Sir, why have we written hello over here?
Hello.
Sir, I actually do not understand the second method.
You have not understood the second. There is nothing to understand, beta. It is something like we write int m is equal to 16. What is there to understand? There is nothing. This is the data. This is the variable in which it is going to be stored, and this is the data type of the variable which has been created. Okay, so here also string is this b is an object of class string, and hello is being stored in it. And these are the two ways, in which I can create a string object. So string A, string B, both of them are objects. Both of them behave in the same manner, but there is a difference, and that difference is what I'm going to talk to you in the next 10 minutes. And we are not going to put our brain too much into this, but let us see how it actually behaves. Java uses a pool of strings. Okay, let me explain to you what a pool of strings means. Okay, pool actually means let me write a few statements, then I'll talk to you about this. Now over here, what is actually happening? Let me talk about this now. What is happening? What is A actually? We have talked about this. What is A?
Object.
Reference. Once again, what is A?
Reference.
A is a reference. Yes, A is a reference. Okay, and new string hello is the object that has been created. Okay, so this basically is the object being created. Do we have any problem here? A is the reference. No. And okay, and this part is the object. Yes, beta.
Can we also create object like string A is equal to new string and parenthesis and semicolon if we don't write hello in it?
We can put blank in that. No, doesn't matter.
We need to put double quotes as well.
You may not.
Okay.
It will create a blank one. Okay. All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so A is the reference and new string hello is the object. Now over here, when I talk about these two now, A and B are references, and Java, this Java is also an object. In fact, over here, this was also an object. So this B is actually pointing to this hello. All right. Let me explain. Let me start my drawing. Then we'll talk about this. Is the screen visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right. So um, over here, a reference called A has been created. A reference called B has been created. And there is something called as the string pool. This part is called as a string pool. The string pool is somewhere in the RAM of the computer. Okay. Now what happens when the first statement is executed? When string A is equal to Java is executed, what happens is Java looks for a string called Java inside this pool. Does it find any? It does not find any. So what does it do? It creates an object which stores Java in it. And suppose this is on location number 101. It stores the location of that into A, and A will contain 101. Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll explain this again, so don't worry. When string B is equal to Java is executed, it now looks for a string in the string pool. It looks for an object called containing Java, and it finds one. It finds one. So what happens now? It does not create a new one. It passes the same address to B also. So can you imagine that A and B references, A and B are two references that have been created, but how many objects have been created?
One.
Only one. Only one. Okay. Now suppose the next statement was string C is equal to hello, maybe. Okay. String C is equal to hello. So what does it do now? It tries to look for, in the string pool, it tries to look for hello. There is no hello, so it creates another object which contains hello in it, which is probably on location number 201, and it also has created a reference, and the reference will contain what?
201 location.
201.
201. So that means now C is pointing to this particular object. A and B, both of them are pointing to this particular object. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, somewhere down the line, I change C. I say C is equal to Java. What is going to happen?
They will point towards Java
Now
only.
they will point all to the Java.
C will
The
also.
C will contain
Yes.
101.
Yes.
Location.
So C may, this will change to 101. Why? Because Java is already existing in the pool, so it gives the address of Java to 101 to C. Now you can see A, B, and C, all three of them are pointing to the same object, that is Java, that object that was created here.
Yes, sir.
Now what about hello?
So there will be no reference. For
No
it.
reference pointing. And what did I say? What happens to those objects? What are they called? The ones which are not pointed to by any reference, they are called. They are called.
Sir, please repeat what you said.
Hello is not being pointed to by any reference. So that means, can I display hello at the moment using any object, any of these references, A, B, or C? No, no. Using ABC, I cannot display hello. A will also display Java, B will also display Java, C will also display Java.
Yes.
So hello will be called as an orphan, I told you. Okay, it will be called as an orphan. Orphan means this particular object is not being pointed to by anybody, any reference. Okay, so orphan, forget about this orphan. Are we okay with this kind of a situation?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, if I write C is equal to say demo, what is going to happen now?
It will look for demo, then it will create.
Create.
Okay, so
Will
it
create a
will create.
Hidden
post
object.
and page.
Suppose this is on 301.
It will give 301 to C.
This will be containing 301 now. So it is
Sir?
pointing to that. Yes, beta.
Sir, is the reference an orphan when it has no location, or is what is an orphan in this case?
Orphan is an object which is not being pointed to by any reference.
So, but isn't it reference in this case?
No, hello is not a reference. Hello is an object.
Okay, sir.
These are all objects, बेटा. जो pool के अंदर हैं वो objects हैं, जो बाहर बैठे हैं वो references हैं. ठीक है ना? A, B, C are references. This Java, hello and demo are objects. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. Okay, I'll just clear this whole thing and start it all over again. I'll explain a little bit of this. So when this kind of a thing happens, A and B, two references are created. This is the string pool. It creates an object containing Java. Location 101. 101 will be stored here. 101 will be stored here. No problem?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Now let me explain to you what will be the difference if I write string C is equal to new string Java. Now, when you actually use the new operator, it will not use the pool. It will not use the pool. So what will happen now? This Java object will be created outside the pool, maybe on location number 501, and C will contain 501. Does this make sense, guys?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
sir, what difference will it make if it is not in the pool and if it is outside the pool?
What difference I'll explain to you later. Just understand how things are happening, then I'll explain things to you. All right. ठीक है, Gurusis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when I say string D is equal to new string and Java again, what will happen?
Sir, another object will be created.
Where, inside the pool or outside the pool?
Outside the pool.
Outside the pool. So
Another reference.
another will be created maybe on 601 and D will contain 601.
Sir?
हाँ जी बेटा.
So if you're writing new for the D part, so why isn't it using the object which is made outside the pool? Why is it creating another one?
When you don't use new operator, it is going to use the pool and only one object of that kind will be created. But outside the pool, it will create multiple.
Okay, sir.
Okay, outside the pool, it will create multiple. So you have understood how things are happening. You have understood how things.
Sir?
Yes, beta.
Sir, this pool is limited to, sir, one class, one package, or the entire BlueJ, sir? How?
No, it is limited to strings at the moment. It is the string pool. So all objects of the string class would be here.
No, I'm asking, sir, if we are using string is in one class and we consume the pool, can we use it from another class?
No, the string pool is yes. Please remember, this pool is localized to a particular method or a class.
Okay, understood.
If you are using the class inside a method, then whatever you create will be in one pool. Okay,
understood, sir.
You don't need to worry about that part. Okay, what have you understood here now? When I create like this, it will create only one instance of that particular kind in the pool, and all the references will be pointing to that. what does this actually mean? First of all, why are we doing this? Okay, why are we doing this? And what, I mean, what is the reason this is being done? Can anybody explain?
Sir.
Yes.
So maybe because why to create an object again and again instead of just creating it once and using it?
Okay, to creating it once and using it. So what will be the benefit of creating it once?
Sir, the less memory will be occupied in the RAM.
Memory will be saved. I'm saving memory, isn't it? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So supposing
Yes.
I have an array of strings. Maybe I have 1 lakh elements of this, and all of them contain strings, and all strings contain Chandigarh. If I use this kind of a system to create all those 1 lakh elements, don't you think in the pool there will be only one Chandigarh?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm not creating Chandigarh again and again and again in memory. I'm just using it once it is created. This one is going to be used everywhere. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. All right. Um, Let me just explain further. A is equal to Java, B is equal to Java. So when I say B is equal to hello, so when I display A, it will display
Java.
Java.
When I display B, it will display
Hello.
Hello.
hello. Okay. So now if I write A is equal to by, A will display
Bye.
Bye.
by. And if I write B is equal to by, then B will display.
Bye.
Bye.
And don't you think these two A and B are both pointing to the same by?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, and hello is an orphan right now. Java is also an orphan right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they are not being pointed to.
Yes, sir.
So they are destroyed. The objects which are not used by any reference are automatically destroyed after a few seconds.
Sir, but it is used.
No, it is not used.
It is used at least once.
It is used once, but the moment things happen, for example, when this statement executes, only B is the one connected to, sorry, when this is executed, only A is connected to Java. When this is executed, A is also now connected to hello and B is also connected to hello. Sorry, whatever it is. Okay, so ultimately when we reach this point, A and B, both of them are actually pointing to bye, and no one is pointing to hello and Java. Anyway, I don't want to confuse people further. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
So, sir, you mean that the orphans which they exit from the pool, no?
They are removed. They are removed. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay. What was I trying to say?
Bye.
Right. All right. Okay. Suppose when I say SOP A, what is it going to display?
So,
A was here.
Bye.
It will display by on the screen. All right. All right. Okay. Is this part done? Is this part okay? So have you understood? If I use a new operator, new string so and so, so this is actually using something from outside the pool. Okay, and
Yes,
if I
sir.
write is equal to string, it actually uses some from the inside the pool. Inside the pool, and no copies. Okay, so this part is clear to you, isn't it? The time is 11:24. We have 10 minutes. So we are now going to start off. I had given you a program at the end of the PDF that I had sent. That is not in syllabus. If you want to try it, please try it. Okay, and we will actually do it in our extra class. We'll learn more about it if you want to learn more about it. Okay, so remember the program given at the end of the PDF that was sent for today, that is for strings, is not in syllabus. So don't put your brains to it if you don't want to put your brains to it.
Sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Sir, in the extra class, can you explain inheritance?
If people want to learn inheritance, yes.
Yes, sir. Can you explain that?
Yes.
Is it in our syllabus?
Once again,
Is it in our syllabus?
inheritance?
Yes, sir.
No, it's not. That is why a special request was
No,
made.
sir, please explain inheritance.
Yes, we'll do that. No worries. Okay. All right. Let's start learning about strings now. As string is an inbuilt class, you know that string is an inbuilt class. This class contains a number of methods to perform operations on strings. Okay, it contains a number of methods to perform operations on strings. Like for example, when you created a class called student, there are a number of operations are there. There is an accept operation. There is an accept method. There is a show method. There is a calculate method. There is a constructor and so on and so forth. Now, you know that you have been using the constructor here. Don't you think so? So this is the constructor that you have been using.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I have given the list of methods that are going to be used for strings in that PDF. Okay. You remember in your class 9 you did methods like math.pow method, which basically
Yes.
it takes two arguments like this and it returns a double. So I store it into a double variable. All right. So what is this method doing? This is basically calculating 10 to the power 2, that is 10 squared, and the storing the value, returning that value, and we store it into a variable called d. This variable, when explained here, will be something like, I'll write down something like okay, when I write the structure of POW, I will write this is a class math function. This is one of the methods. Another would be probably seal, which is taking a double argument, and so on and so forth. What do these three lines tell you? These three lines tell you that POW is a method which takes two double arguments and returns a double. Can you understand this? Yes, I'm just explaining to you how I will be explaining the string methods to you. So what is the seal method doing? Seal method is taking a double argument and it is returning a double value. What is it actually doing? I'll write down here. Power of A to B, something like that. Okay. And this will actually give the seal the higher value, higher int value than the argument passed, something like this. So basically, when I talk about this particular function, I know various things. I know that this is the method is called POW. It takes two arguments, both of them are double type, and it returns a double. Okay, this is the structure of the function. What does it actually do? It actually gives the power of a to b and so on and so forth. Similarly, when I talk about class string, I will now talk about some things like int. So I have written int length function. Now what does int length function mean? Length function means length function is a method of the string class which does not take any argument and returns an int. And what is that int? It basically returns the length of the string. Okay. Next, for example, we have a method called, okay, how are we going to use it? So let's take a simple case first. Suppose I create a string called S in which I have stored something like Chandigarh. I've stored Chandigarh in it. And I want to find the length of the string, length of Chandigarh. So how can I do this? I'll create a variable called L in which I will write S dot length function. And if I display L, what is it going to display? Guys?
10.
It is going to display 10 because Chandigarh contains 10 characters. Now, how does it know Chandigarh? Because the invoking object is S and S is actually Chandigarh. So when I say S dot length, it is going to give me the length of S, which is Chandigarh. Now, if I change S to probably Mohali, this is where I live. And if I write L is equal to S dot length function, what is going to happen?
It will display 6.
It will display 6. Why? Because now the invoking object was same S, but S now contains Mohali. So right, this particular function is actually working on Mohali.
Sir?
Sorry, disconnected.
Sir?
Hello. Yeah, you lost me,
Yes,
I
sir.
think. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, beta.
Sir, how are we calculating the length of the string? Means
How
what
many
will we do?
characters?
Yes, yes. How will we do that?
How will you do that? You will not do it. You will use the computer to do it. How will you do it? Just count how many characters are there.
Now, how will we make the computer to do it?
This is how you are doing it.
Sir, is it existing function?
Length function.
Yes.
Yes. As string is an inbuilt class, all the functions of string are inbuilt functions. अभी यही तो बोला था. It contains methods to perform operations on strings. So this is one operation that we have performed. Okay, now what did we learn here now? Okay, another 2 minutes. What did we learn here? I have just created one string object. उसमें मैंने चंडीगढ़ लिखा तो चंडीगढ़ का length it has given me 10 and SOPL will give me 10. S is now changed to Mohali, and when I say SL is equal to S dot length, so S is now Mohali, naturally 6 characters. This will right now display 6. Now, how do you look at this now? Now, did I create a string object and worked on it? No, I have put a string directly here. I can do that also. So when I say Panchkula.length function, it is going to give me the length of Panchkula, which is
9.
9. Yeah, so Chandigarh contains the most number of characters.
Excuse
Right?
me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sir, Chandigarh and Mohali are orphans now.
Chandigarh is an orphan. Mohali is still being referenced by S.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, but like if you have written Panchkula dot length, so does it directly take the string
Panchkula.
written before the dot?
Yes, yes. It directly takes Panchkula as the object which is actually going to perform that action.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And by the way, the topic of orphans is not in your syllabus. It is just meant to explain things to you, not in your syllabus. So don't worry about it if you don't know. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay. So there are three ways. Again, I repeat. One is, in fact, there are two ways. One is use the function with the object which is created, string object that is created. So these two particular statements are using s as an object. This particular statement is again executing length function, but it is using a constant string, which will also be treated as a string object. So Panchkula dot length function will work, and it will give me the length of 9. Okay, now this was the first function that was used, that was explained by me today. And tomorrow we will do the rest. I would want you to at least remember the names of all the methods that you are supposed to learn. Okay? All right. Okay, okay. I'll not take any questions today. We have not done much, but we will do that tomorrow. And tomorrow, do you have anything before 11?
Extra class, sir.
Extra class. Do you have an extra class?
So when?
Do
Yes.
you have an extra class tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll meet at 11 only then.
Sir, no problem, sir. We will take that Saturday class, Sunday class.
Sunday class is fine. Sunday evening we'll meet. Okay, but tomorrow at 11 we will meet.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow at 11.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.